Hey, what should you look for when you're shopping for a guitar teacher? Um, I would do a lot of checking with people locally that you know that have taken lessons. That's the best, verbal through the grapevine. If you work with a teacher that's working out of a store, which I did for at least 20 years, or maybe it's more like 15. Uh, there's some advantages that you can go in and look at guitars. You've got a nice safe environment, but you're probably going to be in a very small room doing the lesson. I call it a cubicle, and just hope nobody has gas. Anyway, no, it's fine. Or bad breath, or if your teacher smokes, you're going to smell it. If your teacher drinks, you're going to get gassed out. But no, that's a fine. And but the music store will probably have a pretty rigid policy about attendance, which is protects the teacher and helps keep you involved. There's some pluses and minuses. There may not be as much flexibility as a private teacher. I teach out of this room here, so I've got, sunlit, a lot of those little rooms don't have windows. I've got, natural sunlight coming in. I've got studio monitors, a good computer, a library of things ready to go. You can also do online lessons, which is I'm finding is very cool. I can email you PDFs of complete transcriptions or things I've written out, or I can make custom videos for you and email it to you or post it on YouTube. And so the Zoom lesson thing, I was kind of skeptical of it, but I actually really like it now. As far as the things you're going to work on with a teacher, I've just got a few books here. There's a series I really like called Progressive Series. I think they're based in Australia. Progressive Series Guitar Method Book 1 Beginner is really got good songs in it. This is a rhythm book that's I used to use. The series seems to be hard to find now. Progressive Series, worth looking into. I'll just go in no particular order. It's kind of dissing Hal Leonard. It's more of the method books I'm sick of from Hal Leonard. This is like a signature series, Elvis. So this has very accurate transcriptions of Elvis Presley's main guitar parts. It's super cool. So Hal Leonard guitar signature licks and they have a CD with them, or online you can get the tracks, and you get any artist that you want. These are excellent. If you love Elvis, this is a great book. And I'll just show you a couple others. Here's a Boston guitar collection. Here's Hal Leonard Publishing again, and this says recorded version guitar. I don't really like those easy versions. It's just not, it's just not correct. So this is it's got about 12 songs here, complete transcription, Boston. Here's another one I really like. It's Jimi Hendrix Experience Electric Ladyland. And it's got every song. It's about $25. It says recorded version guitar. It's not, that easy version. And let's say you like Simon and Garfunkel. Here's a nice collection of Simon and Garfunkel. So whoever you like, I would get the book showing exactly what you want to play. I wouldn't get sucked into playing these cheesy little books, of the Hal Leonard stuff. I'm just, it's okay. But the Hal Leonard, this is the one that I think just bums me out. Kids, you just watch kids start and they just lose interest. Be wary of these. I mean, I could be wrong, but you're going to need to sight read. These are kind of older style, the Standard Guitar Method by Dick Bennett. It's got just Camptown Races and all those wacky old songs. I don't even know where I got this. Step-by-step guitar. There's just thousands of them. And I say there's some good in every one of them. Let's see what I got here. Here's an old-timer, the Step 1 Chord Method by Ronnie Lee. What do we got here? Three blind mice all around the mulberry bush. Oh, where has my little dog gone? Skip to my loo. Row, row, row your boat. Merrily we row along. Oh, Susanna. Old MacDonald, Yankee Doodle, Down in the Valley, Wabash Cannonball. Like I say, there's something good in every one of these books. And there's also just some stuff you don't need to know about. I like this old book. I stole this from an ex-girlfriend. The Jean Lice. Old time book. It's just got like thousands of crazy chords, It's good to have some of these if you can find them cheap, used. I would build a library. What do we got? This was my first book. Mel Bay, Fun with Guitar. I'm like, wow, that guy looks cool. Girl, giant boot, swirly stuff. I'm in. Chick up there. Fun with the guitar. I was sold. It wasn't that fun though. Here's an old timer, and I kind of like this method a little bit. It's okay. It's got Buffalo Gals, Chester, Kumbaya, Michael Row the Boat Ashore, Amazing Grace, Eighth Note Studies, Cockles and Mussels, Red River Valley, Psalm 100. This one is actually more clear than that. This is a little better method. They've got like grade 1 through 1,000, All right. And here's Fast Track Songbook, Brown Eyed Girl, Great Balls of Fire, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Just a little songbook. Pretty good series. These are cool. Guitar Fitness. It just teaches you thousands of insane patterns. You got to have your dexterity down. Your hand has to work, and that's kind of just the physical aspect of it. Your hands have to work. Now, we're getting into the good stuff. Here's another Musicians Institute. Excellent series. This is high-level stuff here, man. This is chord melody. So this is not the kiddie pool anymore. That's good. Now, my favorite, saved it for last, Chord Tone Soloing by Barrett Tagliarino from Musicians Institute. This teaches you how to solo in tune and accent the right note, pick the right notes. It's just got everything. I highly recommend Chord Tone Soloing by Barrett Tagliarino. I actually base a lot of my teaching on the early part of this book. It talks about the psychology of learning, and it's all friendly, written in a casual conversational style, but the content is stellar. It's just wow. Yeah, it's off the charts. Great book. I would recommend it. If you like to buy this book, and we could discuss it online, or I could make videos of things for you, I'd be happy to do it. So, and I am open for Zoom lessons, but I'm slowly getting back into it after the isolation thing, and I've really enjoyed the break, and I've kind of put a lot of time into the YouTube. I've met a lot of people that are doing Zoom lessons with me on YouTube, or enough. Not, I got some. I'm enjoying my free time, but thank you for supporting me by watching the channel and messaging me and talking to me, and if you have requests, I like to do that. So myself as a teacher, I like to teach you what you want to do, but I also know there's some fundamentals we have to do. I like to balance it out with the physical, the kind of theory business we have to take care of, and mix it with some fun, easy stuff. I try and make it as easy as possible, and I customize the lesson for you. I don't just have one book that we go through. It's many, many books, whatever. I have one guy that loves Kiss, so we did every Kiss song in chronological order. And I got other people going through that Beatles book, which there's a Beatles book I work out of, which I've talked about many times. Just a second. This is probably my favorite, the Beatles Complete Chord Songbook. So I have a challenge to see if you can get through the entire book in alphabetical order. And that's insane, and I love it. If it takes us 10 years, I'll stick with you. So I like the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and 60s rock and roll. I like Kiss. I like Aerosmith. I like Brian Setzer. I like rockabilly. I like blues. I like classical. Got some people that do only classical. So, there's another book I love. That's got, which I can't find right now, but I will find it. Anyway, it's called Guitar Classics in Tab by Ben Bolt. So whatever you do, if you have any questions about guitar teachers, like I say, I would interview them. If you're not getting the results you want, I'd ask more questions or try some other teachers. I wouldn't just sit there and be kind of like confused, like if you were not getting what you want, speak to your instructor and you tell them you need some results. And if you think if they're wasting your time, try some other teachers and talk to me about it. I'll help you any way I can. All right. Take care.